Hello everyone, I'm Siren Jag. I'm a makeup enthusiast and a commentator on the drama end of the true crime community here on YouTube. I'm also a panel hopper and I do part-time music and comedy and anything else I like here on the platform. And tonight I'll be presenting another edition of the Heavy Drama Stream. And you all know how this works. In order to present a break from the regular drama, I'm presenting actual drama. So I present excerpts from books, uh, music, movies, television, other literature, and I give it the heavy drama treatment in the coldest reading I could possibly give you. And if I need some sort of break of any sort in order to blow my nose, take a drink, go to the bathroom, anything like that, you'll see this. Hey, don't I look studly? And that's kind of how that works. So let me get everything situated into the manner in which I like to present things. And get my screen shared. Oh, and I will give one additional warning. Some of this is in a written out Southern vernacular, which is extremely difficult to read. So I will do the best I can, but it is going to be probably rife with pronunciation errors. So I apologize in advance. There. Now, let me get back over here to set my screens up the way I need to have them. There we go. Now, let me get back to my screen. Oh, and as I'm reading, I will not be able to see myself in the monitor. So if I go off screen like this, or like this, it can't be helped. And I'm sorry again in advance. So, without further ado, here we go. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side, we finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues, getting our turn at bat. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side, we finally got a piece of the pie. Ew. I don't know what came over me. Oh, 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 hmm. Forget the glass, Woodhouse. Just give me the pitcher, for I am a sinner in the hands of an angry God. Bloody Mary, full of vodka, blessed are you among cocktails. Pray for me now, at the hour of my death, which I hope is soon. Amen. Oh, remember that mispronunciation warning? Well, here we go. Why, Once there was a little boy went out in the woods to shoot a bear. So he went out way in the great big woods. He did. And he was going along. And going along, and pretty soon he heard something go, woo! Is that a way? Woo! And he was scared. He was. And so he run and climbed a tree. A great big tree. He did. A sycamore tree. And then he heard it again. And he looked around, and 'twas a bear. A great big, sure enough bear. No, 'twas two bears. It was two great big bears. One of them was. One's a great big bear. But they both went, woo! And here they come to climb the tree and get the little boy and eat him up. And then the little boy, he is scared worse than ever. And here come the great big bear climbing the tree to get the little boy and eat him up. Oh no, it wasn't the big bear that climbed the tree. It was the little bear. So here he come climbing the tree and climbing the tree. Then when he get right close to the little boy, then the little boy, he is pulled up his gun and shot the bear. He did, and killed him dead. And then the bear, he fall clean on down out the tree, away clean to the ground. He did. Spling, splung, he fall plumb down and killed him too, and lit right side of where the big bear's at. And then the big bear's awful mad, you bet, cause the little boy, he shot his gun and killed the little bear, cause the big bear, he is the little bear's papa. And so here he come to climb the big old tree and get the little boy and eat him up. And when the little boy, he saw the great big bear a-coming, he is better scared he was than any time. And so he think he'll climb up higher, way up higher in the tree than the old bear can climb, But he can't climb higher, and old bears can climb, because bears can climb higher in the trees than any little boys in all the world. And so here come the great big bear. He did climbing up and up the tree to get the little boy and eat him up. And so the little boy, he climbed on higher and higher and higher up the tree, and higher and higher and higher than this here house is. And here come the old bear, closer to him all the time. And then, first thing you know, when the old big bear was right close to him, then the little boy is jabbed his gun right into old bear's mouth and shot and killed him dead. No, I forgot. He didn't shoot the great big bear at all, 'cause there is no load in the gun, 'Cause when he shot the little bear, then no load is any more than in the gun. But the little boy climbed higher up, he did. He climbed lots higher and on up higher and higher and higher till he can't climb no higher, 'cause then the limbs is all so little, way up in the teeny weeny tip top of the tree. They break down with him if he don't be careful. So he stop and think. And then he look around, and here come the old bear. And so the little boy make up his mind. He's got to get out of there some way, 'cause here come the old bear. He's so close, his breath's pert nice so's he can feel how hot it is against his bare feet. It's like old Ring's breath when he's been out a hunting and is all tired. So when the old bear's so close, the little boy gives a great big jump for another tree. No, no, he don't do that. I tell you what the little boy does. Why, Nin? Why, Nin? Oh, yes. The little boy, he finds a hole up there. It's in the tree and climbs in there and hides. And then the old bear can't find the little boy at all. But pretty soon the old bear finds the little boy's gun. It's up there, 'cause the gun, it's too tall to took with him in the hole. So when the old bear finds the gun, he knows the little boy is hid round summers there. And the old bear begins to snuff and sniff around, and sniff and snuff around, so's he can find out where the little boy's hid at. And then, oh, yes. Why, pretty soon the old bear climbs way out on a big limb, a great long limb. And then the little boy climbs out the hole and takes his axe and chops the limb off. And then the old bear falls, splunge, clean to the ground, and bust and kill himself plumb dead. He did. And then the little boy, he get his gun and minced climbing down the tree again. No, he didn't get his gun, 'cause when the bear falled, then the gun falled too, and broke it all to pieces too. And nicest gun, his paw is bite it. And the little boy is cried, he did, and went on climbing down the tree, and climbing down, and climbing down. And, sir, when he is pert nigh down, why then the old bear, he jumped up again, and he ain't dead at all. It's tending that away, so he can get the little boy and eat him up. But the little boy, he is too smart to climb clean down the tree, and the old bear, he can't climb up the tree no more. 'Cause when he fell, he broke all his legs, and then he couldn't climb. But he won't go away and let the little boy come down out of the tree. And the old bear, growls round there, he does. Growls and goes woo, 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 all the time. And little boy, he have to stay up in the tree all night. And without no supper neither. Only there was apples on the tree. And little boy ate apples. It's all night, and cried, and cried. And then when 'twas morning, the old bear went woo again, and tried to climb up in the tree and get the little boy. But he can't climb to save his soul. He can't, and oh, he's mad. He is tear up the ground and go woo, and oh yes, pretty soon, when mornings come all light, so's you can see, why then the old bear finds the little boy's gun, it's on the ground, and it ain't broke at all. I said that. So the old bear think he'll take the gun and shoot the little boy. But bears, they don't know much about shooting guns. So when he go to shoot the little boy, the old bear got the other end the gun against his shoulder instead of the other end. So when he tried to shoot the little boy, it shot the bear, it did, and killed him dead. And then the little boy climbed down the tree and chopped his old woolly head off, yes, and killed the other bear again, he did, and killed both the bears, he did, and took them home and cooked them too, and ate them. And that's all. Find light in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. So shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive, we're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. Shining bright like a diamond, we're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we, moonshine and Molly, feel the warmth. We'll never die, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. So shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful, like diamonds in the sky. I thought I'd better take a break before this one. Re, I'm not your hey, la, re, hey, I'm not your. Look at me, I'm a beautiful creature. I don't care about your modern time preacher. Welcome, boys. Too much noise. I will teach ya. Pom pom pahoo, turam pom pahoo. Hey, I think you forgot how to play. My teddy bear's running away. The Barbie got something to say. Hey, 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 hey. My Simon says, leave me alone. I'm taking my Pikachu home. You're stupid, just like your smartphone. Wonder Woman, don't you ever forget. You're divine, and he's about to regret. He's a buck-a-hum boy. Buck-a-hum buck. I'm not your buck-a-hum. I'm not your toy, you stupid boy. I'll take you down now, make you watch me, dancing with my dolls on the Mother Bucka beat. Not your toy, coolaloo, 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 coolaloo. Ani Lou Booba. Don't you go and play with me, boy. Ani Lo Booba. Don't you go and play, shake. Hey, wedding bells ringing. Coolaloo, coolaloo. Hey, money, men, bling, bling. I don't care about your stepper, baby. Pom pom pahoo, turum pom pahoo. Wonder Woman, don't you ever forget. You're divine, and he's about to regret. He's a buck boy. Buck. I'm not your buck. I'm not your toy, you stupid boy. I'll take you down now, make you watch me, dancing with my dolls on the Mother Bucka beat. Not your toy, you stupid boy. I'll take you now, with me now, boy. I'm not your toy, you stupid boy. I'll take you down now, make you watch me, dancing with my dolls on the Mother Bucka beat. Look at me, I'm a beautiful creature, you stupid boy. I don't care about your modern time preacher. I'm not your toy. Not your toy, not your toy, not your toy. I'm not your toy, not your toy, not your toy. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes to the outlying star systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict. I wonder how that turned out. Hi, Georgie. What a nice boat. Do you want it back? You look like a nice boy. I bet you have a lot of friends. Your brother's your best? Where is he? He's sick. Oh, I bet I can cheer him up. I'll give him a balloon. Do you want a balloon too, Georgie? You're not supposed to take stuff from strangers. Oh, well, I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. Pennywise, yes? Meet Georgie. Georgie, meet Pennywise. Now we aren't strangers, are we? Why am I in a sewer? A storm blew me away. Blew the whole circus away. Can you smell the circus, Georgie? There's peanuts, cotton candy, hot dogs, and popcorn. Is that your favorite? Mine too. Because they pop. Pop, 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 pop. You're going? Oh, without your boat? You don't want to lose it, Georgie. Bill's gonna kill you. Here, take it. Take it, Georgie. When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning and I don't think I'll ever make it on time, by the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess. And my dog ate all my homework last night, riding low in my chair. She won't know that I'm there. If I can hand it in tomorrow, it will be all right. It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the... It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the... It's all right, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. That's happened to me once or twice. Mm. Don't know if you all have been here before. I got ketchup on my blue jeans. I just burnt my hand. Lord, it's hard to be a bachelor man. I got girls that can cook. I got girls that can clean. I got girls that can do anything in between. I got to get ready, make everything right, 'cause all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Do you want a drink? Hey, do you want a party? Hey, honey, this is old Hank, ready to get the thing started. We cooked the pig in the ground, got some beer on ice, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Let's see. There's Robbie and Jamie and Lokamai. She's the rowdiest of all. Ooh. Oh my, you can barely keep her top on her. Ooh. Dr. Gordon, this is your wake-up call. Every day of your working life, you've given people the news that they're going to die soon. Now, you will be the cause of death. Your aim in this game is to kill Adam. You have until 6 on the clock to do it. There's a man in the room with you. When there's that much poison in your blood, the only thing left to do is shoot yourself. There are ways to win this hidden all around you. Just remember, X marks the spot for the treasure. If you do not kill Adam by 6, then Allison and Diana will die, Dr. Gordon. And I'll leave you in this room to rot. Let the game begin. Follow your heart. First things first, where's your shitter? I've got a turtle head poking out. I'm not kidding. I've got a crab on deck that could choke a donkey. Christ, I'm getting all emotional from it, you know. Yay! I'm very proud of it. Good times. Anytime you meet a payment. Good times. Anytime you need a friend. Good times. Anytime you're out from under. Not getting hassled. Not getting hustled. Keeping your head above water. Making a wave when you can. Temporary layoffs. Good times. Easy credit rip-offs. Good times. Scratching and surviving. Good times. Hanging in and jiving. Good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good times. I don't know that ending riff quite as well. I didn't watch that one as often. I just know JJ's father died. And everyone was mad. I know 2 families from the inside out. The one I was born into and the one I destroyed. So, anyway, we're laughing, and then Joey sort of flops over the chair, right where you're sitting, actually. And then that's when I remember, oh yeah, the gun's in the cabinet. So I pull it out, and at first I pointed it at the door, and I closed my eye, just like my dad taught me to when we went hunting. And I pretended to pull the trigger. I made that sound like pow. And then I brought it a little closer. Maybe at the picture on the wall. I don't really remember. And I did it again. Just like fake pulled the trigger and said pow. And then the last time, I pointed it right at him. Just like we were hunting. And I looked at Joey, and he was laughing with his blue tongue, and I pulled the trigger. For real. And it went off. I shot him right in the head. Didn't miss or anything. I mean, I wasn't far, but still, sometimes you miss. Because the thing I didn't know was that when you take the clip off a gun like that, there's still one bullet that's up in the chamber. I I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't mean to ruin everything. I was only playing. I'm sorry. Please, tell them. Just tell them all I'm sorry. Oh, you wanted pronunciation troubles? Oh, oh, oh. Du, du hast mich. 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 Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Ich hab mich gesagt. Willst du bis der Tod uns scheidet, treu sein für alle Tage? Nein. Nein. Willst du bis der Tod uns scheidet, treu sein für alle Tage? Nein. Nein. Oh, we've got more. Yeah, let's not do the other part. Let's just not do it. And the English words for that are you have me, you have asked me, and I have said nothing. Do you want, until death separates you, to be faithful to her for all days? No. Yeah. Did I just soil myself? Maybe. It did sound a little wet, didn't it? Right at the end. Let's have a smell, all right. Oh, wafting, wafting. Oh, everyone likes their own brand. This is magic. All right, analysis. It smells like carrots and throws up. Oh, that could gag a maggot. I smell like hot, sick ass in a dead carcass. Oh, even Stink would say that stinks. You know, when you go into an apartment building and you smell cooking on each floor and you go, what are they cooking? That plus crap. My name is Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to ya. Frylock, and I'm on top, rock you like a cop. Meatwad, you up next with your knock knock. Meatwad, make the money, see? Meatwad, get the honeys, G. Driving in my car, living like a star. Ice on my fingers and my toes, and I'm a Taurus. Check it, yeah. 'Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho, and the girlies want to scream. 'Cause we are the Aqua Teens. Make the homies say ho, and the girlies want to scream. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, #1 in the hood, G. Wonder if that's still playing on a Cartoon Network. Let me wet my whistle. Can you hear me, Morpheus? I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this place, this zoo, this prison, this reality, whatever you want to call it. I can't stand it any longer. It's the smell. If there is such a thing, I feel saturated by it. I can taste your stink. And every time I do, I feel I have somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive, isn't it? I must get out of here. I must get free. And in this mind is the key. My key. Once Zion is destroyed, there is no need for me to be here. Don't you understand? I need the codes. I have to get inside Zion, and you have to tell me how. You're going to tell me, or you're going to die. Do you find me sexy? Oh, look at my titties. Quite the change from Agent Smith, isn't it? If you want my body, if you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know. Let me know. Okay. Before I get into this next thing, we're going to have a little history lesson about an author named Joel Chandler Harris. Lived from 1848 to 1908. He was an American journalist and fiction writer. He was born in Eatonton, Georgia, where he served as an apprentice at a plantation newspaper from 1862 to 1866, starting at age 14 because he had quit school to work. He was hired at Turnwold Plantation, 9 miles east of Eatonton, to work as a printer's devil for his clothing, room, and board. It had a circulation of about 2,000. He learned to set type, and he was allowed to publish his own poems, book reviews, and humorous paragraphs. While there, he spent hundreds of hours in the slave quarters during his time off because he was less self-conscious there, and he felt his humble background as an illegitimate, red-headed son of an Irish immigrant helped foster an intimate connection with the people there. He absorbed their stories, language, and inflections, and the animal tales they shared later became the foundation and inspiration for his stories. and they also became important role models for him. Later, in 1876, he was hired at the Atlanta Constitution, where he would remain for the next 24 years. There, he would support racial reconciliation. He started writing Uncle Remus stories as a serial to preserve in permanent shape those curious mementos of a period that will no doubt be sadly misrepresented by historians of the future. The tales were reprinted across the United States, and he was approached to compile them for books. He realized the literary value of the stories he had heard from the people at Turnwald Plantation. He insisted that his stories be verified by 2 independent sources before he would publish them. He found his research difficult given his professional duties, his urban location, his race, and eventually his fame. His stories garnered critical acclaim and achieved popular success well into the 20th century. His books were published at least 29 times. Throughout his career, he actively promoted racial reconciliation as well as African American education, suffrage, and equality. He regularly denounced racism among Southern whites, condemned lynching, and highlighted the importance of higher education for African Americans. Now, I went through all this because we're going to take a little trip into some of these stories by Mr. Joel Chandler Harris. Now, the sad part is that he seemed rather prescient because the stories from Uncle Remus are now being misrepresented by historians of the future. Now, if I do any more of these stories in the future, I'm obviously going to leave out the ones with the language that I obviously can't get away with on YouTube, but the Brer Rabbit stories are not one of these. These are fine. Now, remember the story that I just told right off the bat about probably mispronouncing the Southern vernacular? Well, that first story I did was child's play compared to this. Wow. Whew. So I hope we're all ready. Everyone say a prayer for me. Well, though it won't do any good because this is pre-recorded. But anyway. One evening recently, the lady whom Uncle Remus calls Miss Sally missed her little 7-year-old. Making search for him through the house and through the yard, she heard the sound of voices in the old man's cabin, and, looking through the window, saw the child sitting by Uncle Remus. His head rested against the old man's arm, and he was gazing with an expression of the most intense interest into the rough, weather-beaten face that beamed so kindly upon him. This is what Miss Sally heard. Honey, one day after Brer Fox been doing all dat he could fer to catch Brer Rabbit, and Brer Rabbit been doing all he could fer to keep him from it, Brer Fox say to hisself dat he'd put up a game on Brer Rabbit, and he ain't moan got de woods out'n his mouth twell Brer Rabbit came a-lopin' up de big road, lookin' des as plump and as fat and as sassy as a Morgan hoss in a barley patch. "Hold on dar, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, says he. "I ain't got time, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, says he, sort of mending his licks. "I want to have some confab with you, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, says he. "All right, Brer Fox, but you better holler from where you stand. Our monster's full of fleas this morning," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "I seed Brer B'ar yesterday," says Brer Fox, says he, "and he sort of raked me over the coals 'cause you and me ain't make friends and is neighborly, and I told him that I'd see you." Then Brer Rabbit scratched one ear with his off hind foot sort of dubiously, and then he ups and says he, "All us settin', Brer Fox. S'posen you drap round termorrow and take dinner with me. We ain't got no great doin's at our house, but I 'spect the old woman and the chillens can sort of scramble around and get up something for to stay your stomach." "I'm 'greeable, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, says he. "Then I'll pin on you," says Brer Rabbit, says he. Next day, Mr. Rabbit and Miss Rabbit got up some day and raided on a garden like Miss Sally's out there and got some cabbages and some rosinillas and some asparagus, and they fix up a smashin' dinner. Honey, one of the little rabbits playing out in the backyard come running in hollering, oh ma, I seed Mr. Fox a-comin'." And then Brer Rabbit, he took the chillens by the ears and made them set down. And then him and Miss Rabbit sort of dally around waiting for Brer Fox. And they keep on waiting for Brer Fox. And they keep on waiting. But no Brer Fox ain't come. After a while, Brer Rabbit goes to the door, easy like, and peep out. And there, sticking from behind the corner, was the tip in der Brer Fox tail. Then Brer Rabbit shut the door and sat down, and put his paws behind his ears, and began for to sing. "The place whereabouts you spilled the grease, right there you how to slide, and where you find a bunch of hair, you'll surely find the hide." Next day, Brer Fox sent word by Mr. Mink and excused himself 'cause he was too sick for to come, and he asked Brer Rabbit for to come and take dinner with him, and Brer Rabbit say he was 'greeable. Honey, when the shutters was at the shortest, Brer Rabbit, he sort of brushed up and sent her down to Brer Fox's house, and when he got there, he heard somebody groaning, and he looked in the door, and there he see Brer Fox sitting up there rocking chair, all wrapped up in with flannel, and he looked mighty weak. Brer Rabbit looked all round, he did, but he ain't seen no dinner. The dishpan was sitting on the table, and close by was a carving knife. "Looks like you going to have chicken for dinner, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "Yes, Brer Rabbit, they're nice and fresh and tender," says Brer Fox, says he. Then Brer Rabbit sort of pulled his mustache and say, "You ain't got no calamus root, is you, Brer Fox? I done got so now I can't eat no chicken 'ceppin' she's seasoned up with calamus root." And with that, Brer Rabbit leaped out of the door and dodged among the bushes and sat there watching for Brer Fox. And he ain't watched long neither, 'cause Brer Fox flung off the flannel and crept out the house and got where he could close in on Brer Rabbit. And honey, Brer Rabbit holler out, "Oh, Brer Fox, I'll just put your calamus root out your stump. Better come get it while it's fresh." And with that, Brer Rabbit galloped off home, and Brer Fox ain't never catch him yet. And what's mo', honey, he ain't gone neither. "Didn't the fox never catch the rabbit, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy the next evening. "He come mighty nigh it, honey, shows you born," Brer Fox did. One day, after Brer Rabbit fooling with the calamus root, Brer Fox went to work and got him some tar, and mix it with some turpentine, and fix up a contraption, what he called a tar baby. And he took this here tar baby, and he sot her in the big road, and then he lay off in the bushes for to see what the news was going to be. And he didn't have to wait long neither, 'cause here come Brer Rabbit pacing down the road. Lippity clippity, clippity lippity, just as sassy as a jaybird. Brer Fox, he lay low. Brer Rabbit come prancing along till he spied the tar baby, and then he fetched up on his behind legs like he was astonished. The tar baby, she sat there, she did, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "Mornin'," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "Nice weather this morning," says he. Tar Baby ain't saying nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "How does your symptoms seem, dear sagacious?" said Brer Rabbit, says he. Brer Fox, he wink his eye slow and lay low, and the Tar Baby, she ain't saying nothing. "How you come on den? Is you deaf?" says Brer Rabbit, says he. "'Cause if you is, I can holler louder," says he. Tar Baby lay still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "You are stuck up, that's what you is," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "And I'm going to cure you, that's what I'm going to do," says he. Brer Fox, he sort of chuckled in his stomach, he did, but Tar Baby ain't saying nothing. "I'm going to learn you how to talk to respectable folks if it's the last slack," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "If you don't take off that hat and tell me howdy, I'm going to bust you wide open," says he. Tar Baby lay still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. Brer Rabbit keep on axing him, and the Tar Baby, she keep on saying nothing, till presently Brer Rabbit draw back with his fists, he did, and blip he took her side of the head. Right there's what he broke his molasses jug. His fist stuck, and he can't pull loose. The tar held him. But Tar Baby, she stay still, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "If you don't let me loose, I'll knock you again," says Brer Rabbit, says he. And with that, he fetch her a swipe with the other hand, and that stuck. Tar Baby, she ain't saying nothing, and Brer Fox, he lay low. "Turn me loose, for I kick the natural stuffing out of you," says Brer Rabbit, says he. But the Tar Baby, she ain't saying nothing. She just hilt on, and the Brer Rabbit loosed and used his feet in the same way. Brer Fox, he lay low. Then Brer Rabbit squall out that if the Tar Baby don't turn him loose, he butt her crate-sided. And then he butted, and his head got stuck. Then Brer Fox, he sauntered forth, looking just as innocent as one of yo' mammy's mockingbirds. "Howdy, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, says he. "You look sort of stuck up this morning," says he. And then he rolled on the ground and laughed till he couldn't laugh no more. "I spec you'll take dinner with me this time, Brer Rabbit. I done laid in some calamus root, and I ain't going to take no excuse," says Brer Fox, says he. Here Uncle Remus paused and drew a 2-pound yam out of the ashes. "Did the fox eat the rabbit?" asked the little boy to whom the story had been told. "That's all as far as tale goes," replied the old man. "He might, and then again he moutn't. Some say Judge Bauer come along and loosed him. Some say he didn't. I hear Miss Sally calling. You better run along." "Uncle Remus," said the little boy one evening, when he had found the old man with little or nothing to do, "did the fox kill and eat the rabbit when he caught him with the Tar Baby?" "Law, honey, ain't I tell you about that?" replied Uncle Remus, chuckling slyly. "I 'clar to gracious I ought to told you that, but old man Nod was riding on my eyelids twel a little morning. I just disremembered my own name. On then unto that here come hear your mammy hollering after you. What I tell you when I was first begin? I told you Brer Rabbit was a monstrous soon creature. Leastways, that's what I laid out for to tell you. Well den, honey, don't you go and make no other calamations. 'Cause in them days, Brer Rabbit and his family was at the head of the gang when any racket was on hand. There they stayed. For you begins to wipe your eyes about Brer Rabbit. You wait and see where Brer Rabbit going to fetch up at. But that's neither here nor there. When Brer Fox find Brer Rabbit mixed up with the Tar Baby, he feel mighty good, and he roll around to the ground and laugh. And he up and says he, "Well, I spec I got you this time, Brer Rabbit," says he. "Maybe I ain't, but I spec I is. You been running around here sassing after me a mighty long time, but I spec you done come ter the end of the road. You been cutting up your capers and bouncing round in this neighborhood on twel you come ter believe yourself the boss of the whole gang. And then you Alice Summers where you got no business," says Brer Fox, says he. Who asked you for to come and strike up acquaintance with this here tar baby? And who stuck you up there where you is? Nobody in the round world. You just tuck and jam yourself on that tar baby without waiting for any invite, says Brer Fox, says he. And there you is, and there you'll stay till I fixes up a brush pile and fires her up, 'cause I'm going to barbecue you this day, show, says Brer Fox, says he. Then Brer Rabbit talked mighty humble. I don't care what you do with me, Brer Fox, says he, so you don't fling me in that briar patch. Roast me, Brer Fox, says he, but don't fling me in that briar patch, says he. It's so much trouble for to kindle a fire, says Brer Fox, says he, that I expect I'll have to hang you, says he. Hang me dis as high as you please, Brer Fox, says Brer Rabbit, says he, but do for the Lord's sake don't fling me in that briar patch, says he. I ain't got no string, says Brer Fox, says he, and now I expect I'll have to drown you, says he. Drown me des as deep as you please, Brer Fox, says Brer Rabbit, says he, but don't fling me in that briar patch, says he. There ain't no water nigh, says Brer Fox, says he, and now I expect I'll have to skin you, says he. Skin me, Brer Fox, says Brer Rabbit, says he, snatch out my eyeballs, tar out my ears by the roots, and cut off my legs, says he, but do please, Brer Fox, don't fling me in that briar patch, says he. Course Brer Fox want to hurt Brer Rabbit bad as he can, so he catch him by the behind legs and slung him right in the middle of the briar patch. There was a considerable flutter where Brer Rabbit struck the bushes, and Brer Fox sort of hang round for to see what was going to happen. And he hear somebody call him, and way up the hill he see Brer Rabbit sitting cross-legged on a chicken at a log, coming to pitch out of his hair with a chip. Then Brer Fox know that he been swapped off mighty bad. Brer Rabbit was bleedsin' for to fling back some of his sass, and he holler out, bread and bone in a briar patch, Brer Fox, bread and bone in a briar patch. And with that he skip out just as lively as a cricket in the embers. That was a lot. I need a break. For anyone curious, Brer means brother. I know what I have to do, so don't try to talk me out of it. Don't you dare! My home is destroyed. My honor is trampled in the mud. Vice is triumphant, but not for long. I have it all worked out. I'll kill her first, then her lover, then myself. I can see it now. Blood-stained corpses, broken skulls, oozing brains. The commotion. The gaping spectators, the post-mortem, all the beauty, the justice of it all. It's a pity I won't be around to enjoy it. But you know what? They won't either. The only question is how I'll do it. That's why I've come to Schmuck and Company Gunsmiths and Gun Merchants Extraordinaire. Why don't I challenge that scoundrel to a duel? This nifty dueling pistol would do the job all right. But wait, maybe that's doing him too much honor. Beasts like that should be shot in the face at close range like junkyard dogs. This pistol would blow out their brains, no question. Blood would gush over the carpet and the parquet. My strumpet of a wife. Ha! would twist and turn and cry out in agony and then be heard no more. Ah, the blood, the wailing, the horror of it all! But wait, that's not terrible enough. I have a better idea. I'll kill him. Then I'll kill myself. But I'll spare the whore of Babylon. Why not? Let her feel the stings of conscience, the world's contempt. For a pretentious soul like hers, that would be worse than death itself. Oh, I can see it now. The injured husband at my own funeral, lying in my coffin with a gentle smile on my lips. And she, the whore of Babylon, pale, racked with remorse, following the coffin, not knowing where she can hide to escape the hatred spewed on her like cascading vomit by the mob. Oh, yes, dogs pee on her, children spit on her, old women lean out their windows to empty their chamber pots on her head. But no. Why should I be dead? Why shouldn't I witness the agonies of the whore of Babylon? What good is revenge if I'm dead? Revenge is only sweet if I can taste its fruits. Why should I be the one lying there in my coffin, cold as a sturgeon, knowing nothing about it? I'll kill him, then I'll go to his funeral and look on. Then after the funeral, I'll kill myself. They'd arrest me, though, before the funeral and take away my pistol. Now, let me get this straight. I'll kill him. She'll remain alive. For the time being, I'll spare myself and get arrested instead. I'll always have time to kill myself. I can take my sweet time about it. Then, at the preliminary investigation, I'll be able to expose all the infamy of her conduct. You see, if I kill myself and she's still alive, she may, with her usual duplicity and impudence, blame me. Then society will justify her behavior and laugh at me. Besides, why should I kill myself? Suicide is cowardly. So I'll kill him and let her live. I'll face my trial. Yes, I'll endure my trial, and she will be brought into court as a witness. I can see it now. Surely the court, the press, the public, all will sympathize with me. Elvira! Elvira! My heart's on fire for Elvira. Eyes that look like heaven, lips like cherry wine. That girl can sure enough make my little light shine. I get a funny feeling up and down my spine, 'cause I know that my Elvira's mine, so I'm singing Elvira. Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up, papa, mau mau. Giddy up, papa, mau mau. Hi ho, silver, away. Well, that was quick. I think Mr. Jingles happened by accident. I think when we electrocuted Dell and it all went so badly, well, John can feel that, you know. And I think a part of whatever magic was inside of him just left through my tiny friend here. As for me, John had to give me a part of himself, a gift the way he saw it, so that I could see for myself what Wild Billy had done. When John did that, when he took my hand, a part of that power that worked through him spilled into me. He infected me with life. Oh, that's as good a word as any. He infected us with both, didn't he, Mr. Jingles? With life. I'm 108 years old, Elaine. I was 44 the year that John Coffey walked the Green Mile. You mustn't blame John. He couldn't help what happened to him. He was just a force of nature. Oh, I've lived to see some amazing things, Ellie. Another century come to pass, but I've had to see my friends and loved ones die off through the years. Hal and Melinda, Brutus Howell, my wife, my boy. And you, Elaine, you'll die too. And my curse is knowing that I'll be there to see it. It's my atonement, you see. It's my punishment for letting John Coffey ride the lightning, for killing a miracle of God. You'll be gone like all the others. I'll have to stay. Oh, I'll die eventually. That I'm sure. I have no illusions of immortality, but I will wish for death. Long before death finds me. In truth, I wish for it already. And that was the heavy drama stream. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I'd like to thank everyone for everyone's support, especially over these last few days. I know that everyone who matters still supports me. So, as always, the super chats and the super thanks, super stickers, all that is still active. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon to be notified of my future posts. You all have been doing this YouTube thing for a while. All of you have. You know how these things work. And I will see you all next time with my next video. Anyway. I love you all.